Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Vinoda Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramai Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरों श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं शाग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं शाद्वैतं शावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे बृंदावनेश्वरी Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devin Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatas Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangurlangayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandamadavam Chaitanyamishwaram. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome all to Sunday morning Bhagavatam class. Today we will cover the pastime of killing of Aghasura by Lord Krishna. So, in Bhagavatam 10th canto, 12th chapter, shloka numbers 1 to 40 is where the pastime of killing of Aghasura is described. So we'll go through various sections today. The first section is we'll understand what is an anartha, and we'll go some bit of background of Krishna killed previous demons before Aghasura, Vatsasura and Bakasura. We'll quickly recap on that, and then we'll come to how the Gopakumaras were enjoying in the forest along with Krishna, and then how Aghasura appeared there and what was his plan and what anartha he represents. Then how Gopakumaras were enticed by Yogamaya to enter into Aghasura's mouth, and then how Krishna entered into Aghasura's mouth and killed him, and how Aghasura got Sarupya Mukti. So that is the overall sections what we will cover today. We'll start. Madhyanatimirandasya dhyananjanashanakaya chakshuranmilitamena tasmai shukruya vichaitalya. So we see Krishna was young, right? Demon after demon after demon was coming to Vrindavan. So it is said that morning one demon came, Krishna killed. Afternoon one demon came, Krishna killed. And evening also one demon came, Krishna was killing. So these demons keep on coming. And what is the significance of these demons are? These demons represents anarthas. So what is an anartha? Anartha means a quality within the heart of a living being that hinders in the progress of Krishna consciousness, that weakens the heart of Krishna consciousness, that will not allow to progress further in Krishna consciousness, or that will make us come down from Krishna consciousness. So that is what is called an anartha. So anarthas are not easily detectable and also not easily wipeable. We can't easily remove from the heart. So the idea of discussing killings of pastimes of demons by Krishna is to understand the anarthas that can reside in the heart in whatever state of bhakti we are in or in material world also, and recognize the anarthas. It's important that we honestly recognize that, hey, this anartha is there, and due to that this behavior is happening. First of all, recognize the anartha, and then the only way to wipe out that anartha is to sincerely pray to Krishna. Sincerely pray to Krishna that this anartha is detected in me. I have detected this anartha, and I sincerely pray you to get rid of this anartha. So there is a match formula for getting rid of this anartha. So what is this match formula is? M stands for merciful, A stands for austerity, T stands for truthful, C for cleanliness, and H for holy name. So if you have this match formula and sincerely pray for Krishna, then all the anarthas in our hearts start gradually decreasing and gradually wipe away. So there are a lot of anarthas, and we will discuss what anartha is Aghasura representing. Before that, a quick recap of two demons, two recently Krishna had killed. One is Vatsasura and another is Bakasura. So Vatsasura is a calf demon. Calf means a small or young cow. So young cow, so these are representing neophytes or adolescents devotees, neophyte devotees. So they are usually, they want to try new things. They're usually rebellious. They want to try new things. They usually think, oh, my superiors don't know, I know. So that is a childish mentality, mischievous, that lead to mischievous things. So that's anartha Vatsasura represents. What anartha he represents? A childish mentality, very childish. You have seen children, no, they don't know what they are doing, they don't know what how they are behaving. So that is the childish behavior. That is what this anartha also represents by Vatsasura. So Vatsasura represents this childish mentality, and the anartha he represents is our thinking, oh, our superiors of are envy of us. We can get more superior to than our superiors. So that is the anartha that Vatsasura brings in. It is not that all neophyte devotees, all the other adolescent devotees will are like this. So Krishna also in his cow herd had calves that were very good. So to get rid of this anartha, one has to fully surrender to the guru and the superiors and take their and be honest to them and take their opinion. If they take their opinion, be honest, then this anartha can be easily got rid of. So that is what Vatsasura represents. So another thing after Vatsasura is Bakasura. Bakasura is a very, very powerful demon. As you know, Bakasura it came in a form of crane demon, and demigods get agitated, fearful. So they try to. So actually, Indra cuts off the wings of Bakasura, but still he falls down. But after some time, he recovers and comes back. Shiva also hits with his trident. Then he goes back, and after some times, he comes back. And Bhadrakali also comes, and she also hits. After that, will he get killed? No, again he comes back. So what is the saying? to us is the anartha which is represented by Bakasura. Anybody knows? No, it's duplicity, diplomacy, so cunningness. So this is the anartha which Bakasura represents. So how much ever we try on our own selves to wipe out that anartha, the anartha is coming back again. It's only one person who can kill the anartha. Who is that person? Krishna. So Krishna, once he slits the beak and the throat of Bakasura, then Bakasura gets finally finished. So we should understand, even demigods tried to kill this Bakasura, but he again came back. It's only Krishna who could really kill. So in our heart, we should sincerely pray to Krishna that these kind of anarthas like cunningness, diplomacy, duplicity really goes off. It doesn't come back. So Krishna also says this in Bhagavad Gita, Mithyachari. Mithyachari means one who says one thing but does another thing, who has duplicity, who has double standards. So we should always follow Gaura Achar and Gaura Vichar. Gaura Achar is behavior and Gaura Vichar is philosophy. So both should go in conjunction. Then only this anartha will consistently get wiped out. So by Krishna's mercy only we can cross over this anarthas. So the anartha of Vatsasura is childish-like mentality, and anartha of Bakasura is cunningness, diplomacy, duplicity. Bakasura is a very powerful. These anarthas are very powerful. If we really don't recognize it and pray humbly to the Lord, these will not be killed, and it will be a very big stumbling block for progress in Krishna consciousness. So remember the match formula. That is what these anarthas can be easily got rid of. Welcome to the pastime of Aghasura. So Aghasura actually is a brother of Bakasura and Putana. So after Bakasura and Putana are killed, Kamsa is worried. Oh, my most powerful demons are killed. What I should do? Then how crooked mind works, you know, right? Then he gets an idea. The idea is, okay, I'll summon Aghasura and instigate him. So he summons up Aghasura. Aghasura comes and he tells, you know, this boy, Vrindavan, has killed your brother Bakasura and sister Putana. So you don't have any feeling. You don't have anything for your brother and sister you have to do. Why are you wasting time? Go and kill that little boy in Vrindavan. See how the crooked mind works is the actual intention is Kamsa wants Krishna to be killed, not Aghasura. Aghasura was actually living somewhere. But how he uses and instigates Aghasura to kill Krishna. So hearing this, Aghasura is instigated and plans to go to Vrindavan and kill Krishna. So one day, it's fine afternoon, so Krishna and cowherd boys, Gopakumaras, have gone to their forest for herding the cows. So here Shukadeva Goswami is describing how actually they enjoy. I'll read some verses. We can discuss those verses. How they really enjoyed with in the forest. The first section of Aghasura Vad is how really the Gopakumaras are enjoying. So if you have mobiles, you can open 10th canto, 12th chapter, first verse. Shri Sukha Uvacha Kvachid Vanashaya Mano Dadavrajat Prata Samuttaya Vayasya Vatsapan Pravodhyan Sringaravena Charuna Nirgato Vatsa Purha Saroharihi. Sukadev Swami continued, O king, one day Krishna decided to take his breakfast as picnic in the forest. Having risen early in the morning, he blew his bugle made of horn and woke all the cowherd boys and calves with its beautiful sound. Then Krishna and the boys, keeping their respective groups of calves before them, proceeded from Vajrabhumi to forest. Actually, Krishna knew already. So he decided a picnic. Now I don't think so. Our kids also goes to picnic. Now that trend is gone because of the mobiles. But then the entertainment was going picnic. I don't know how many of you remember that old pastimes, that picnic was to go and enjoy. At least in our childhood, we used to look forward for that in schools and all. So Krishna also told, oh, all Gopakumaras, today we'll go for a picnic, pack your lunch boxes. And he, along with all the Gopakumaras, headed to the forest, along with the cows and the calves. And along with the cowherd boys and their own groups of calves, Krishna came out with an unlimited number of calves assembled. Then all boys began to sport in the forest in greatly playful spirit. In greatly playful spirit. That means they are ready now. Oh, this is picnic, and we are ready to play with Krishna. So Narada Muni or Brahma, I don't know, really sees this and tells, Ahobhagyam, Mahobhagyam, Nanda Gopa Prajakasam. That means what fortune these people of Vrindavan, including Nandamai, Yashoda, all the Gopakumaras, Gopis, what fortune they have done. Inmitran Paramanandam Purna Brahma Sanatanam. That this supreme personality of the Godhead is coming as their friend and is playing, and these people have got great chance of playing with him. And yogis who are meditating for thousands or millions of years just to get a chance to see his rays from his feet or toe. That's a chance. But what fortune these people have done to be playing with Krishna. So cowherd boys are actually playing with Krishna. So how much fortunate they should be. And this also gives the glimpse of what will happen in the spiritual world. Then we go back, and some people do ask in our classes, what is there that is not there here? Why we should go back? And this chapter actually describes, the first few verses of chapter describe what is there. You will get to associate with Krishna, with intimately, play with him, tease him, chuckle him, and enjoy with him, have lunch with him. And in the later part of this pastime also comes and fully depend on him without any fear also. So we will see some verses that actually describes what they are doing. So next, so this forest, Gopakumaras have entered this forest, and all the entire nature is now ready for, see how nature gets ready to make herself available for the enjoyment of Krishna and his devotees. So it has all bloomed, all the fresh flowers have bloomed very freshly, and nice fragrant smell is coming. The scents are coming. The river is flowing very slowly. All the minerals, all the hills are glowing wonderfully. So this Krishna and his cowherd boys can enjoy fully. The leaves are very much green. There's lot of shade in the forest. And there is ample grass, green, fresh grass for his cows and calves to munch on. So the nature itself is doing the part of her seva by providing this environment. What a wonderful environment. And now Krishna and Gopakumaras have arrived, and the mood is playful, and they start playing now. What kinds of games they play? That is described. Shukadeva has described here what kinds of games they play. So, text 5, he describes all the cowherd boys used to steal one another's lunch bags. When a boy came to understand that his bag had been taken away, the other boys would throw it further away to more distant place, and those standing there would throw it still further. When proprietor of the bag disappointed, the other boys would laugh, and the proprietor would cry, and the bag would be returned. So we would also played this game. So steal something. The stealing also there in the Vraja pastimes. So steal and pass the lunch bag. And this person who owns the lunch bag recognizes his lunch bag is not there, and he tells, my mother got up so early and prepared so intimately with love for me, but you have stolen the bag. Where is my bag? Where is my bag? And he keeps searching one by one, and further the bag passes along. And then he cries, oh, my bag is lost now. Then the bag gets returned. It may sound too simple a pastime. Hey, what is this? But the rasa exchange by Gopakumaras, this is along with Krishna. Krishna is also one of the players there. So the innumerable pastimes are going on. And somebody sees Krishna, oh, Krishna is going there. Krishna is gone there to see the beauty of forest. I will go fast. And first, who will see? We will see who will touch Krishna first. So 2 or 3 people will run towards Krishna. Who will touch first? So there is competition also in Vrindavan. So Acharya explains, we'll dwell some time on this. This is called spiritual competition. That is spiritual competition. The characteristics of spiritual competition. So 3 or 2 Gopakumars are running and telling who will touch Krishna first. And they are running and they are seeing each other and smiling. Seeing each other and smiling and running. One person runs fast to inspire the other person. And once he touches, Krishna hugs him. And these 2 people who are there tell Jai, Jai, Jai. So 3 things here you can learn, right? Our material competition is full of envy. We are not ready to tolerate the success of others. We want to only succeed. We are not ready to tolerate the success of others. But what Krishna and his Gopakumar, Krishna is teaching us through this pastime of Gopakumaras running and touching Krishna is that there seems to be apparent competition, but that's not real competition actually. So each others are greeting, they're smiling at each other while running. How have you seen anybody smiling in the competition in material world? No, it is cutthroat competition. Actually, there is one video that was displayed in one ISKCON temple. So there are two drivers, Formula One drivers, going to reach that post, the checkered post. So who will come first? So what happens? They will drive so much that they'll put the effort beyond their effort, whatever they can. If they can drive at 60 kilometer, they'll put more effort to 80 and they collapse. That's one of material competition. Material competition, you try very hard beyond your limits and you get tired and collapse. And even though then recovered and then go driving, and they will dash the other person so that other person gets lost and they can win. And finally, when two recover and go, they dash each other, so nobody reaches the final goal. So what is this understanding? The material competition is cutthroat. It is full of envy, full of selfishness. But spiritual competition is full of love. It's full of inspiration. It's all about reaching Krishna. And it is all about accepting the goal is Krishna and telling and encouraging. So that is what we learned. That's what Prabhupada gave us. So when we read the scores of book distribution, right? In morning, in every temple we read. And we feel happy when one team has done more than our team and we tell Jai. And where that is coming from this Bhagavatam. This is the spiritual competition. It's not that, oh, I have distributed only 10 books, other team has distributed 20 books, so I get envy of that. No, that is not what we are dealing in ISKCON. We're dealing with a spiritual competition. We are smiling at each other. We are encouraging each other. We are inspiring each other. But the end goal is touching Krishna, reaching Krishna. And Krishna hugs the winner. And Krishna hugs not the loser. He's not called the loser. He hugs the person who comes second and third also. Same treatment is there. So that's the difference between spiritual competition and material competition. So we should recognize this in our devotee life. A competition is healthy, but competition is spiritual in nature. It is not cutthroat. So be happy for the success of others. Do not feel envy for the success of others. This is a major stumbling block in our Krishna consciousness. That is what Gopakumaras are teaching by having a apparent competition to try to reach Krishna, and there is all are winners because all are trying to reach Krishna and Krishna hugs everybody. So this is what is the difference between competition in the spiritual world and competition in the material world. So these sportly activities goes on, and Shukadeva Goswami has actually described here in text 6. You will read that text 6 is important. Yadi duram gata Krishno vanashobekshanayatam aham purvam iti samprasyayarimre. Aham purvam. I am first. I'll go reach first. Gopakumara saying to each other. To whom? What? Touch Krishna. Aham purvam also comes in Samudra Manthan. There who are telling? Demons are telling, I will drink first. So this is aham purvam. Gopakumara saying to touch Krishna, spiritual competition. Aham purvam. Demons are telling to drink the nectar, that is material competition. So result is what? In the material competition, did demons get nectar? No. So one powerful demon is carrying the nectar. Aham purvam, aham purvam. Other demon says, other powerful demon plucks that nectar and runs away to drink. Like that, it is going on. Who will drink the nectar? At the end, nobody drinks. But here, aham purvam, who will touch Krishna first? Who will touch Krishna first? Gopakumars are running, smiling at each other and encouraging, inspiring each other. And the winner is who? Everybody is the winner because Krishna hugs everybody. So that's the difference. So Bhagavatam is distinguishing between spiritual competition and material competition. So in ISKCON also, we should be happy if other person is doing sadhana well, other person is distributing books more, other person is doing more, we should get inspired. And Krishna rewards equally to them. It's not that winner takes it all. Recently, we were saying, right? Winner takes it all in US elections. Winner takes it all, but it is not winner takes it all. Winner and the participants takes all. The mercy, what is all? Mercy, the love of Krishna. So this kind of activities go on and they continue to perform the pastimes. Very good pastimes we have. So some boys will blow their flutes, some boys will blow their horns, and they will imitate the voices of cuckoo. So one cuckoo is calling her mate. Other cuckoo also responds, but in between Gopakumaras come and make the sizes. So that cuckoos will get confused, whether it's my mate or not mate. So that's the enjoyment they're taking. And one boy is sitting besides a frog. You know how frog sits, no? In the pond, is sitting on the rock. And again, the Gopakumara comes and sits like a rock. And then frog gets bewildered. Why this person? Who is this person who's sitting like me? Then he jumps. And that person also jumps like a frog. And frog gets even bewildered. What is this? Then that person also, then frog jumps into Yamuna and Gopakumara also jumps into Yamuna. They are not worried whether they're dead. And that's a pastime they're performing. And there are various cranes in the lake. And crane, you know how it stands still to catch the fish. And Gopakumara also stand like that. Crane gets confused. Why this person is standing like that? And he catches the fish. He tries to catch the fish. Gopakumara also tries to catch the fish. So how many pastimes are there? And some monkeys are there in the trees. And baby monkeys, usually they have no fear. So they will be on the trees. And Gopakumara slowly, without any knowledge of their baby monkey, go and catches their tail and start bringing. Out of fear, the baby monkey runs and catches mother. And this is an enjoyment. All the Gopakumars laughs seeing this scene. See how much amount of unlimited pastimes. You may feel it is simple, but this is all taking place in presence and with active participation of Krishna and his devotees. So there is no tinge of material thing here. There is full love for Krishna, and these pastimes are wonderful. So if you are wondering what you will do, going back to spiritual, going back to Godhead, this is what you will do. Simple forest, amazing forest, and amazing pastimes with Krishna. Then, so Sukadeva Goswami is very anxious and tells and gets enthusiastic and tells what a fortune these Gopakumars have committed to enjoy such kind of pastimes, to go with picnic along with Krishna and enjoy such pastimes. And that is what here he says. All the coward boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of Brahman effulgence for Jnanis, desiring to merge into effulgence, who is the Supreme Personality Godhead for devotees, have accepted eternal servitorship, and who is for ordinary persons but another ordinary child. So how can one explain their great fortune? How can one explain that great fortune? Actually, yogis, jnanis are all trying just to get a glimpse of Krishna. But here, Krishna is only giving himself to the Gopakumaras. So these are the pastimes that Gopakumaras are performing in this killing of Aghasura's previous episode. So during Pralambasura, they'll perform another pastime where they'll jump on Krishna, they will hit Krishna. So when you discuss Pralambasura pastime, we'll see how that pastime. This pastime is more on enjoying the nature. So this pastimes will be going on, and then the order from Kamsa. Who has taken the order from Kamsa? Aghasura. Now he comes to this wonderful place, Vrindavan, where these two people, Krishna and Gopakumaras, are performing or enjoying. Actually, he is not in form of serpent. Then he decides to take a form of serpent. So aga means sin, cruelty, sin. So he sees these wonderful pastimes and he gets envious. He gets envious. So how can these people, how this person who killed my brother Baka and sister Putana can enjoy this like these pastimes? Actually, Krishna never went to Mathura to kill Bakasura or Putana. It is they who came to Vrindavan. So if somebody comes to kill us, we should keep quiet. We will kill in our, we will also respond, right? We cannot get killed. So Atma Rakshana is there even in material law also. But see how the crooked mindset, crooked mindset is saying, hey, that person killed. But there is no reasoning why he killed. Putana being a very great demon, and Bakasura also, even demigods could not kill Bakasura. Such a small child they are coming to kill. That reasoning Aghasura doesn't see at all. So one more lesson here is the 360-degree perspective you should see. You should not only see what Kamsa said. Kamsa just instigated, hey, this person in Vrindavan killed whom? Aghasura. This person killed Bakasura and Putana. He never explained why he killed, why they went there, that and all. Even Aghasura did not ask. But he simply kept in his head, what? Why this is the person who killed. So at least we as devotees should have that 360-degree perspective. Look at from all the perspective, all the views, then take a judgment by consulting Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Aghasura did none of this, and he came to Vrindavan, saw Krishna and Gopakumaras enjoying, and planned to kill him. Okay, how to kill him? Okay, he thought, okay, he saw the mountains around. Oh, there are no caves here. So he took a form of large serpent. That serpent was 8 miles. 8 miles. Can imagine the serpent, 8 miles. 8 miles the serpent was. See, all his family are hefty only. Putana also was some 12 miles, no? 12 miles. So Aghasura also was 8 miles. And he took a form of serpent. Actually, he was not in form of serpent, but he took a form of serpent. He made an idea. I'll take a form of serpent and open my mouth. I will open my mouth and my tongue would be like a road. So when Gopakumaras enter, Krishna also would enter, and once Krishna enters, I will close my mouth. That's all. Business is finished. They will fall into the stomach, get digested. But one more thing also he thought, that's the worst thing. When Krishna and Gopakumaras die, they are the living, they are the pranas of the entire Vrajavasis. That automatically all Vrajavasis also die. So not only Krishna, but also his devotees will die. So there will be no trace of Krishna. So what a cruel mentality is. What a cruel mentality. What a violent mentality this is. So, so this is called cruel mentality or himsa buddhi. This is called himsa buddhi. So we actually in this human life, we have opportunity to be in Krishna conscious, correct? We have opportunity to be protected by Krishna, correct? We have opportunity to learn about Krishna and start bhakti towards Krishna. But leaving all this, we go to this cruelty behavior. So actually, we have opportunity to be in Krishna consciousness and loving Krishna. Love is always accompanied by compassion. This word compassion means not having passions towards competition, not having passion towards violent behavior, not having passion towards cruelty. We should listen and listen. As we advance in Krishna consciousness, we should increase the compassion, but decrease the passion for competition, decrease the passion for violence, decrease the passion for cruelty. But Aghasura was opposite. He was full of cruelty, violent. So this violence can be displayed by kaya, vacha, manasa. This violence can be displayed by kaya, vacha, manasa, thought, word, and deed. In Bhagavatam, we see many instances of this. So here, Aghasura is displaying the cruelty or violence against Krishna and his devotees in form of deed. Actually, he has taken that kaya. He has taken the form of serpent to kill Krishna and his devotees and in extended devotees also in Vrindavan. So we see many examples. I recall 4 examples from Bhagavatam where kaya, that is the deed, through deed, the cruelty is displayed. One is Durvasa Muni is trying to kill whom? Ambarish Maharaj by cursing him and bringing that demon from the sacrifice. So that's a violent behavior. That's an example of a deed. Then Hiranyakashipu is trying to kill his son Prahlad Maharaj. That is another example of via kaya, that is via deed, he is trying to kill. Then 2 other examples are Shringi trying to kill Parikshit Maharaj by his Brahmanical powers. And also dacoits trying to kill Jada Bharata, giving as a sacrifice to Mahakali. So violent behavior can be displayed through the deed, the actions what we perform. That is what Aghasura was trending. So we should control our actions, our forms. So we should use our strength, not in violently creating or violently troubling a devotee or Krishna, but you should use the body in service of Krishna. Then we'll come to the thought or speech or or the word. So again, Daksha Prajapati, he just spoke ill about Shiva. Just that speaking is not beating Shiva or anything, but just speaking. And in many also we see, right? We just speak and it irritates the person, opposite person. It hurts the opposite person. And many times that speech, due to the speech, we have heard that many times many people have committed suicides also. That hurts very much. So Daksha Prajapati, just through his mouth came such a speech that it hurt everybody in the sacrifice. So even Chitraketu Maharaj, also Shiva was going taking spiritual class to Siddhas. Chitraketu Maharaj, well, the intention was not there, but his speech Shiva didn't take it as an offense. Even Siddhas, due to Shiva not taking, even Siddhas who were hearing did not take, but Parvati, because whom he was making such comments, got offended. And Chitraketu Maharaj has to suffer. And he had to take the form of Vrittasur. And deed, word, and thought. The thought also can be violent. Like Dhruva Maharaj, initially, when he was Suruchi, his stepmother chastised him, he had this malaise. Hey, I have to do something for my stepmother. But then Suniti consoled him, hey, you should not have malaise in your heart. You should not have malaise in your heart at all, and cleaned off. Similarly, Drupada had malaise for Drona because he was Pandavas and Kauravas came and did something, and similarly Drona had for Drupada because he did not give. So violent behavior can be displayed through this Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. So we should control all three. We should be aware of this anartha. This cruelty, cruel mindset of troubling Krishna and his devotees will come into us. We should really anticipate. We should really analyze ourselves and say, hey, this cruelty nature is coming. Let me decrease. So that is what Aghasura represents. Aghasura represents cruelty in form of deed, but cruelty can come in form of thought, and cruelty can come in form of word also. You should be aware, and through examples of Bhagavatam, you should learn also how to control them. Then, with the desire to swallow, he lied on the road. That to what? How he lied is practically like in Samadhi, people will be there like that. It's not easy to just open the mouth and stand like that. If you try to open the mouth and stand like that, how long we can be? 1 minute maximum, or maybe 2 minutes. But he was standing like that for hours. What a dedication! See, to kill Krishna and but he was doing one thing. He was just concentrating on Krishna and Gopakumaras. He was seeing. He was just seeing Krishna and Gopakumaras. He was continuously seeing and continuously kept open the mouth. And Madhumangal and others saw this. Hey, we have never seen this part of the forest. It looks like a deep cave, wonderful cave. See, this road for cave also is there. Others also were suspicious. Hey, it looks like a python. It looks like a python. Oh, it looks like a demon. We better be careful and run away. So this debate is going on between Gopakumaras. One section of Gopakumaras are telling this is a demon or this is a snake, which if we go inside will swallow it. And others are telling, no, this is not the snake. This is hill, mountains. It has come so wonderful. It is a cave inside a hill. Come, we'll go and enjoy and play. So this open mouth of Aghasura demonstrate the entry into sin. So ultimately, Gopakumaras decide collectively, we will go inside. So what? So they were clapping and seeing Krishna and going inside. They're clapping, seeing Krishna and going inside. Inside what? Cave of sins. So why they went inside? The confidence. So in text 24, that's a good verse. We can read the text. Why they went inside the cave. 24. Asman kim atra grisita nivastan. Ayam tata ched vakavad vinishikati. Shanad anineti bhakari ustamukam. Drishtyo yodhasant kara tadaniryahu. Then the boy said, has this living creature come to swallow us? If he does so, he will immediately be killed like Bakasura without delay. Thus they looked at the beautiful face of Krishna, enemy of Bakasura, and laughing loudly and clapping their hands, they entered the mouth of Python. Actually, demigods also will be seeing this scene from above. And they'll be fearful. Oh, Krishna will go inside. What will happen? Krishna will go inside, killed. Go inside, get killed. Because these cowards boys are going. But these coward boys are so fearless. They're just seeing Krishna clapping loudly and going inside with no fear. That's a lesson for us. The full faith in Krishna means no fear. Half and half faith. Half faith is there, half faith is not there. Like demigods, they are fearful. They are fearful. So that is what. So entering into the sin, entering the cave of sin, entering into the grave of danger, this Gopakumaras are entering. Well, Gopakumaras will not enter the sin of the cave. So here the Yogamaya plays. In the rest of the demons, you see, in rest of the demons, the demon was alone. No, nobody with Shakatasura. Only Krishna was under the cart. Nobody was there. In Putana, only Krishna was carried. In Trinavarta, only Krishna was carried. Here, see Aghasura, what cruelty he does is getting. So Yogamaya decides, okay, to allow this coward boys to go inside. Because if the pastime was, if Yogamaya alerted this coward boys, hey, this is a cave of snake, then they would have run away and Krishna would have killed Aghasura. So, not nice pastime. So, she wanted more good pastime. So, she allowed. She allowed, hey, think this as not a python, but as a cave. And Krishna will protect. Then they had a full. So, Bakari means Krishna who killed Bakasura. So, he will kill like others. So, she allowed them to enter into that cave. So when Krishna is there, nothing to fear. So Harishauri, Acharya Harishauri from Vallabha Sampradaya explains this 4 things or 5 things. Why seeing these pastimes, the 5 things. First is, they saw the Sarpa without the Sarpa Buddhi. They saw the Sarpa, that is, they saw the snake, but without the characteristics or behavior of snake. So snake will be hissing, twisting. So did not see. So similarly, when we are entering or making the sinful activity, we will not see the repercussions it will cause. Or it will not, we will not see. Right? In the cigarette pack, if you see, it would have written, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. But still, people take cigarettes. They'll commit that sinful activity. So, if bottle is written as poison, in liquor and all, it will be written it is injurious to health and liver. But still, people will consume it. That is what Acharya is explaining here. They saw the serpent without the serpent behavior, or they saw the sarpa without the sarpa buddhi. Okay. Developing desire to enjoy, ramya buddhi. That is, they develop the desire to enjoy. Okay, let us go inside and see wonderful cave, wonderful waterfalls. We can play and enjoy. And then Utpreksha, that is praising beauty of Maya. Oh, how beautiful is this mountain? This Aghasura is in front of mountain. How beautiful it is. It has got caves. It has got a slide where we can slide and enjoy. They play. And then while doing this, they enter into sinful cave. And seeing one person entering, other people also wills repeat. So this sinful activity, Acharya is explaining, the sinful activity is like that. It will get attracted. We'll develop Ramya Buddhi. We'll not see Sarpa Buddhi. We'll not see the repercussions it will cause. We'll once we enter, we'll get entangled. We cannot come out. Apparent danger is there, but we cannot come out. So that is what he is explaining here. So therefore, so since we have this tendency, even though we are devotees, even though we are trying to be Krishna consciousness, we have this tendency to enter into sinful activities. So Krishna or his acharyas come into this world to warn us, to not let go us there. So to teach us what's the effect of going to sinful activities, covered boys entered the Aghasura's mouth. So once they enter the Aghasura's mouth, then Krishna tried to warn them, but it was past time Yogamaya that they had already gone in. So no choice for Krishna. He has to enter into Aghasura's mouth. So he entered Aghasura's mouth, and immediately Aghasura closed his mouth. Then thought business is over. And there were these spies. Whose spies were there? Kamsa's spies were hidden inside the bushes. And they got jubilant. Hey, now Krishna is finished. Demigods above were lost hope. Oh, why Krishna did you enter? You are gone. They were anxious. And spies were jubilant. So Aghasura finished the business. But is the business finished? No. Krishna is not happy because Aghasura had swallowed their friends. So he just expanded. Krishna usually will not expand, but he expands into, Acharya says he expands into his Vishwarupa form. He expanded so much that all the airs of Aghasura got stuck. The pranas couldn't go in and out. So it expanded. Aghasura could not tolerate. Then all the prana, he had to leave the prana by opening of the skull. So once the skull opens, then the death happened. Aghasura died. So seeing this, the demigods became happy and showered flowers. All the Gopakumars were brought back to consciousness, and Aghasura received Sarupya Mukti. Why he received Sarupya Mukti is also 3 reasons Acharyas give. One is, he was continuously seeing Krishna and covered boys. The watch was always there. Continuously, you are seeing Krishna and covered boys. Absorptions, continuous absorption creates impression. So that impression was there in brain of Aghasura. That impression had happened of Krishna's form. That's why Sarupya. Then Krishna, so prolonged absorption leads to impression. Krishna's beautiful form got registered in his head. Because of that continuous attentive watching of Krishna, that Rupa of Krishna registered in his head. Then Aghasura took Krishna into his mouth. So as devotees, we take Krishna, holy name on our tongue. He took Krishna in the mouth. So literally he took Krishna into the mouth. So that also is a great. Then Aghasura's body, the dried up body after his killing, was used by Gopakumaras to play. And seeing this, and by playing they got wonderful pleasure. And seeing this also, Krishna felt very nice. And for these 3 reasons, he was awarded Sarupya Mukti. So, and after this incident, all Apsaras were dancing, Gandharvas were singing, demigods were showering flowers, they're celebrating festival. And then Brahma, seeing this Hadavidi, comes, hey, what is this going on? And he's not seen the scene because on that day he was busy in puja. So the scene is over and he comes and sees why this and demigods will tell, hey, this Krishna, who is 5-year-old or 6-year-old boy, who is performed this wonderful feat. Then Brahma Vimochana Leela happens. I'll not go there. But that is what concludes Aghasura's Leela. We'll read the text 39 where the conclusion is there. What is the lesson for us here? Sakridyad anga pratimatarahita Manomai Bhagavatim Dadogatim Saeva Nityatma Sukhananubhuti Abhi Vevodastamayoantargato hi kim punaha. Very important translation. If even only once or even by force one brings up the form of Supreme Personality Godhead into one's mind, one can attain the supreme salvation by mercy of Krishna, as did Aghasura. What then is to be said of those whose hearts or Supreme Personality Godhead enters when he appears as reincarnation, or those who always think of lotus feet of the Lord, who is the source of transcendental bliss for all living entities, and by whom all illusion is completely removed. So, by force, we can actually, by force at least, if you don't have taste also, by force, or even only once, one brings up the form of Supreme Personality Godhead or takes his name, as Aghasura did. He was continuously saying the intention was wrong, but anyway it registered in the mind of Aghasura. He got liberated. Even in case of once he took the name of Narayan, so he got clutches of Yamadutas were removed. So even though by force, if you do and remember the Lord, his form, or take his name, then all our sins will be wiped out and we'll get closer to Krishna. So this concludes the pastime of Aghasura. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful fasting. We really enjoyed it. One question, Prabhu. You mentioned that the Leelas that was happening, right? So in Vrindavan, with the Gopas and Krishna,
right.
They were pulling the monkey's tail and playing around and making fun. So just wanted to have, you made a comparison between the material and the spiritual competitions. So just wanted to understand this. In the material world, troubling others or making fun of others and getting enjoyment is there in everybody, most of them. Taking pleasure out of it is not there. It's not right, actually.
Correct.
Right? How can we see from a spiritual perspective?
Yeah, it's a very good question, actually. So Acharyas explain everything in Vrindavan as consciousness to highest consciousness. So that is how in Vrindavan rivers got ready, rocks got ready. Similarly, animals also get ready in how they can give enjoyment to his devotees and Krishna. So that is why those usually if you see go see monkey means if you see a human being, monkeys or animals will run away, right? But these animals come near so that they can also be part time of this pastime. So they also come near so that actually monkey, if you see monkey, if you take certain example of monkeys, small monkeys will usually be held by their mother always, or they will be held. But here those monkeys came down and sat in lower branches so these Gopakumaras can held their tiles. So they can also participate in this pastime. It is not that Gopakumaras are troubling the monkeys. The monkeys want to be part of the pastime of Krishna, and that's why they come down. But in material world, that doesn't happen. We take a gun or arrow and shoot and take pleasure, which obviously the animals also don't enjoy. But here animals also enjoy. Whether it's frog, cuckoo, crane, or monkeys also enjoy, because they also want to be part of Krishna. So everything has that highest consciousness. Okay.
Hare Krishna, will you thank you for the wonderful class.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Not a question, but I was reading this translation of shloka number 27, where it is written at the end, translation, Prabhupada writes, therefore, as if saying that this had been arranged by his internal potency, Krishna was momentarily struck with wonder and unsure of what to do.
Yeah, but that's what I explained. No, actually, nobody can amaze Krishna. So this also, Krishna, Yogamaya, he tells Yogamaya to amaze him. Now Krishna says, in all other pastimes, right? He was, Krishna was alone, demon was alone. But here, now it's like I was Radhesham Prabhu was telling this Taj Mahal, Hotel Taj Mahal, right? It got attacked by terrorists. So they went inside and start now that Taj Mahal is cave of Aghasura. If police say go inside, they'll also be shut down. But the people inside should be saved. How to do that? That is what the paradox, and that is why even Krishna was, they've entered already. Now how do I save them? This was a unique situation for Krishna. That is why he was amazed. That is what Prabhupada is saying there. Or Sukadeva Goswami is saying. So for a moment he gets amazed, but he cannot be amazed. But this pastime, Yogamaya, he tells Yogamaya to amaze him. Oh, how can I do? I should think. That's a wonderful shloka by Sukadeva Goswami. Hare Krishna. Okay. Yogamaya. Yogamaya is opposite of Mahamaya. Mahamaya forces, as her trident, forces us to remember Krishna and go back to Godhead. Yogamaya allows Krishna and his devotee to exchange the rasas, the love. So opposite of Mahamaya, where Mahamaya forces to remember Krishna by suffering, Yogamaya tells Krishna and devotees how to enjoy, how they can exchange their pastimes. That is what Yogamaya is. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So let us all thank Prabhuji for this wonderful pastime of Aghasura and the anathas related to that and the wonderful explanation. So let us all chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare.
Yes.